The African American Baseball League started shortly after the Civil War. They would sometimes play white teams in the northern states. The northern states were less racist after the Civil War than the southerns. They still had harsh feelings against African Americans, but you didn't very often see African American baseball teams playing white teams. By the 20th century, there were African American teams spread out all over the country. In 1920, the very first African American League was created. 1946 was the beginning of the end of segregated leagues when players like Jackie Robinson started playing on the white teams. This, however, was not the end of racism in baseball. We still see a lot of racism today, even if we don't really notice it. It's definitely going on. According to the Daily News, Boston Red Sox analyst Jerry Remy complained during a NESN broadcast that the Yankees pitcher had a translator on the mound. I don't think that should be legal, Remy said. He should learn the baseball language. We hear a lot of racist comments like this about how people from other countries should learn our language and our baseball language. I feel like when we go to the games, we don't really hear much like this, but I definitely think it's going on, even if we don't notice it. Recently at a baseball game, a group of fans were thrown out of a baseball game for holding an anti-racism sign that read, "Racism is as American as baseball." I think it's very interesting that they got thrown out for that, but the comment is very interesting. Jackie Robinson was one of the most influential African American baseball players. He faced many obstacles. Most of his team and the crowd did not approve of his presence in Major League Baseball. Jackie started his career in a segregated league. Because of his strong and proud personality, he made it in the Whites League. He faced a lot of hardships along the way, but he made so many heroic milestones also. Whether people realize it or not, racism and prejudice are a huge part of America's pastime. One of the biggest barriers is the language. A lot of baseball players come from different countries. A lot of them are Hispanic, and that's again where we hear the learn our language, learn our baseball language. So often they don't get the same attention. They're not in the spotlight as much as the English-speaking players. According to Daily News, 42.3% of opening day rosters this season were either Black, Latino, Asian, or not white. Many slurs are said about not white players. If they get upset about a call or play, they're immediately labeled a thug or hood, even if they are reacting the same way white players are.